Welcome to Big Creative, the podcast where we talk about work outside of work like a couple of jerks.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Big Creative. This is episode 9. I'm Kristen Karnatz.
I'm Kelly Ward.
And I am Andrea Marble. And we are back with Chris Lukasik from Infra Resolutions. Hey, Chris.
What's shaking, ladies?
Hey.
Hi, welcome back.
Glad to be back. Seems like just yesterday.
Right?
Thank you so much for meeting with us. I think it was all the way back in episode 4, maybe.
Who's counting?
Who's counting? It was great to talk to you, learn all about what Infra is and what it does, and where you want to see it going in the future. Kelly and Kristen and I had a little bit of time with what you told us, and we have some fun things that we would like to share with you.
Nice.
I'm not sure who's going to share the first piece, but just to start it out, we know that one of your business challenges, in terms of acquisition is scalability. And we talked last time you were here about how LinkedIn is probably one of your best tools because you are business to business, and LinkedIn can filter or whatever to make sure that you're identifying the appropriate audience. But to go along with that outreach, we have created some templates for you.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are. Somebody can share them. But this will also solve for the fact that you don't have a full-time creative on staff. So we've created something that should be easy for you to use, that will maintain all the branding, and you can just use them as you need them.
That's awesome. I'm a baby bird. Feed me. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Cool. Kristen, can you share the screen?
All right, we've got it right here.
Okay, I can see it. Okay, so this is template 1. We have so I made this in PowerPoint, so since you don't have a designer on hand, that anyone can go into PowerPoint and fill in what you need to. So right now I just have filler copy in, but I have Infra Resolutions on top. And then in the blue box right there, just a little quick, like who we are. You can type in, what you guys do, just a little quick blurb. And then down below, I have just some of your services. I went onto your website and I saw that you have a ton of services that you guys offer. And so right now I just have 3 that you can show with a couple of icons. And then down below that, it could be, right now it's just filler copy, but you can type in whatever you would like to tailor it to. If you're, reaching out to a school, or if you're reaching out to whoever, you could tailor it to what they would need. So that is template 1.
I like the color scheme.
Thanks.
So Kelly has this set up right now as sort of an introductory piece, which would be great when you're reaching out for that first touch. But obviously, you can change any of this stuff. So, for instance, your logo is in that bottom corner. If you want to change Infra Resolutions to something that's like this service or this product or whatever, you can do that. And then like where the who we are is, you can change what that box says and does. Mm-hmm. You can change our services to some other message. So ultimately, Kelly has set this up as that sort of introductory one sheet. But like she said, it's in PowerPoint. So you can replace everything and it will hold the branding for you. So it will always look like this no matter what you're featuring, or no matter what you're using this piece for.
Right. Yeah, and if you also want to like show some type of product in the photo, you can update that. You could update it to basically whatever you would like it to be.
Nice. I actually already have a couple ideas for this.
All right.
Awesome.
That's how my brain works. It's just spinning all the time.
That's fantastic. Kristen, will you go to the second one?
Certainly.
Okay, so this is template 2. This is the second of ours. So I have your logo in the top left, and then I have the contact us on the top right. And then when you go down, we have just a photo right now, placeholder, but I have a quote right now for if you have a testimonial for any of the people who, liked working with you. You could pull a quote from them. And then we go into just a different layout of a couple of services that you offer. And then below that, we have places where you can put, I was thinking for these image boxes that you could put, like, if you have specific sales or like maybe it's like your top selling products, it might be good to show anyone who you're reaching out to. And then below that could just be another like little blurb tailored to whoever you are reaching out to.
It's killer.
Yeah, so a couple ways you can use this, like Kelly said about that quote up there. Let's say you were selling to a school, right? You were trying to do some outreach to a school, and you could just pull a quote from Johnny. You know Johnny. He works with you. Just talk to him, get a quote, and attribute it to him. So something like that. And then, like Kelly said about like top products or whatever, but if you wanted to use these templates for retention, you can do that too. So let's say if you have a customer who every month orders a certain product. Let's say they order dongles every month. Once a month, you get an order of dongles from them. So what you could do is turn this into something where it's like, hey, it's almost time to re-up your dongle order. And then in the left, you could have what they always have. And then on the right, you could be like, hey, do you need chargers also? Or something like that, so that you could, maintain that relationship of we know what you expect from us, but also we have this other thing, like a don't forget customers also bought kind of situation.
Sure.
Yeah, so these are just 2 templates, but again, they can be molded to do whatever you want them to do.
I like it. The wheels are churning, man. I'm telling you.
Good. I'm glad.
Man, I tell you, like, I should have shown you my white papers that I've created over the years, and you could see that I'm just all over the place. Some look really good, and others are just like, what's going on here? But there's no there's no scheme to them. They're all different. Like, so I'm liking where this is going.
So even if that was a project that you wanted to give someone internally, you could give these 2 templates to somebody and say, hey, here's all the white papers. Here's 2 templates. You pick which template and you turn this white paper into one of these sheets. You could even like go back and convert these things over time. And then you have a collection of white papers. But again, the beauty is that you don't have to have a graphic artist on staff. The graphic design has already been done. And because we put it in PowerPoint, assuming that you have and use PowerPoint. Hopefully that's true.
Ish, yeah. I mean,
it's more attainable than the Adobe products, or like people are more versed in it than the Adobe products.
What I'm usually doing is taking those and saving them as a PDF at some point. So when I hand them out, they're PDF, but I can use any one of the Microsoft suite. That was what we were expecting. We were expecting that you would probably have Microsoft Office products. So that's why we made these in PowerPoint. And then, yes, the idea, of course, would be print it so that nobody else can change it, right? Like print it to a PDF so that nobody else can go in and change it. So these are 2 templates that you can use. However, they're extremely versatile. If you want to make one for one audience that's, like I said, schools, or you want to make one
for nonprofits, or you want to make one for large cap businesses, and you can sort of build up your own library of these assets, and then that way they're already created and you just shoot them off as you need to.
Nice. Yeah, I like this. This is a good start.
Cool.
So then the next thing that we're going to show you, so we know that you like social media, and we also know that you believe in your charisma, and we do too.
Oh Lord.
So we thought that it might be a good idea for you to sort of develop that relationship online with people through video so that they know you even before they know you. The suggestion that we would make is that you could shoot your own videos, maybe just 5-minute videos. You could post them, if you can, at a regular cadence, but you would always post them to a YouTube channel. So you have a YouTube channel, and then share them out through your other social media channels. So to support this idea, and after this, we will get you, Kelly has an app that you can use that allows you to take the videos you shoot on your phone, edit them. Like, it's simple and easy, and it doesn't require a bunch. Kelly will talk to you about that in a minute, but Kristen created an animation. So with the software where you can edit, you can shoot your video and then insert this animation.
All right, so here is your quick intro animation for your videos. We've got this first screen here introducing the title, and then it goes over to your name. We've got you in your superhero persona because you can help anyone with their technology needs. You can save the day with whatever tech that they need. We can go ahead and take another look because I know that it's quick, but we think that by popping this in front of your videos, it's going to make you really friendly and really approachable and memorable to people who see it a few times.
I'm actually wearing the S on my chest today. Let me show you. No.
So yeah, here's your cartoon self.
I got a question though. Like, what happens if, like, you go to Walmart, right? You're not ever dealing with Mr. Walmart, right? You're dealing with his staff. How could we get my name off of here and put something like a fictional character? Because I really like this, but part of me doesn't want the owner's name on everything that transpires. So like, this graphic and this animation is killer. But if I have my name on everything, it's like they're gonna be just calling me and blowing me up. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, fair enough.
Sure.
I got sales folks for this that I would be wanting that to go, like towards the inside team. You know what I mean?
So the thinking behind the videos was that you would be the face of the company, and therefore you would be Inframan, right? We were joking. I don't even remember if we captured it in a podcast or not, but if it was like, you had, you don't have glasses on and it's like, oh, you got an IT problem? I know a guy. And then you put on your glasses and then the animation plays. But so the idea of it was that it was specific to you, that you would be the one creating these videos. And then if within the video you wanted to interview one of your sales guys, or you wanted to salespersons, or, you wanted to interview a customer, or, whatever you decided your video to be. But we were thinking for these videos for like brand consistency that it would be you. I think that if you need it to not have you specifically, like, the idea of this video is that you are Inframan, right? Like, this guy who flies in is you.
Sure. But what happens when I shoot for the moon and or I shoot for the stars and land on the moon, right? Like, let's take, everything Mark Cuban does, there's not his name on it. True. He's behind the scenes, but like, theoretically, because I absolutely love this animation. Like, I think that is like, I got goosebumps looking at it, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
I really, honestly, truthfully, from my heart, but like thinking about like, all right, they see my name. Now it's just like, we want to deal with him, not his staff. I would almost rather a fictional, some other person's name, or the infra team or infra inside team. Cause like realistically, like I only have so much time in the day.
Yeah.
And the idea of having my name on that would be almost, it would be a little overwhelming for me to take all of the ownership of. I have a vision of a process or a company, right? I don't have all your infrastructure answers. I have the avenues to get it, but I'm not physically doing the work, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because I'm not an IT smart guy. Like, I remember I built houses and I've done construction work and I've, ran cable and, I've done those things. But like when it comes to like having the infrastructure answers, like I really heavily rely on our staff to, the Cisco certified guys and the sales folks that sell the stuff. Like I would fear that I would be setting myself up for failure to have my formal name on all of that.
Sure.
Okay. Obviously, something that we would have to take back and think about, because the entire concept revolves around you being the face. And so, like, it can't be the infra team because it's just this guy, right? Like, yeah, this guy has a team, but we're not showing him.
Well, maybe
we're not showing them.
Maybe we put Chris Lukasik take that part out of it and say Infra Resolutions. Like maybe my name is not in lights.
Sure.
Okay. So
I mean, just think about this. Like just for entertainness, I'm nobody special. I'm not St. Christopher, right? So we grow and scale a little bit. Like there's at some point, I'm not going to be on the front line, if you will, right? But if Inframan's on the front line, like they don't know who it is. It's kind of like Batman. Batman's Batman, but you don't know it was Bruce Wayne.
Sure.
Right?
It's your alter ego if it's you.
Something like that. But if they all know my name, the secret's out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. In order to, because remember, we're partnered with 100 plus manufacturers. So I am the face of the relationships and the training, and they're contacting me directly. I get 200-300 emails a day between all of those partnerships. It's overwhelming. So if I have customers reaching out to me as Inframan, I'm going to set myself up for failure. You know what I mean? So it's like the control would be gone in my being Inframan. But I get the concept, and I think I wish I would have thought of this 5 years ago because this would have been already viral.
So for your Batman analogy, are you really saying you don't know if it's going to be George Clooney or Ben Affleck? Is that more like what you're saying about it?
No, I'm just saying like if people saw Batman in the movie, they're like, oh my God, it's Batman. Who is that guy? Right? They didn't know it was Bruce Wayne. Like, oh, this guy's, this guy's over here. This is Batman. Let's go say hi to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't. I wouldn't want everybody to know that I'm Inframan, right? That I would think it would be a little bit more compelling if my name was just off of the lights in that intro. Like I could be the face all you want. That's a great idea. But having my name where they could look me up and find my contact, I'm kind of like, go through the.
Well, Kristen, will you play it one more time?
Let's take a look.
Because does it say? Okay, so we could just swap that out with Inframan.
But also,
I think that's just fantastic, though. I mean, think about that, though. If you had everybody see this, like this could, if I do a campaign on Facebook with this little graphic right here, like, and make a little bit of a, hey, call Inframan, like, you know, and make inside team, or maybe I put Inframan, I can make an email alias, Inframan at infraresolutions.com. Like I can make that, and where people reach out and it's, you know, 4 or 5 people accepting the email, not just me.
Sure.
Or they looking up my contact information to reach out to me. Like I couldn't field all of those requests at once. So that's why I was saying, if my name is out of lights, I could be the face all you want, but at some point I would have to surrender to.
Yeah. So so a couple things, like I totally what you're saying. And so even just solving it by changing it to Inframan, if you were going to use just the animation, you could, like, to your point, you could use it on social media. You could even do like a sponsored LinkedIn thing. You know, you could just use the animation as it is when we swap out your name for Inframan. The idea of what we had created was that it would be part of your video. Okay. So that after, so like imagine, and it doesn't have to be this, but imagine, like I said, where it's like, you got an IT problem. I know a guy. You put on your sunglasses, you play this, and then the reason it would end with Chris Lukasik underlined is because that's the person that's going to be talking. So it's almost like your personal title card of like, right? So Chris Lukasik is going to talk to me about this product or this service, or, you know.
What if I hire a really good looking guy to play the role, though?
Then you should definitely leave it so it says Chris Lukasik.
Yes.
Let everybody think you're the really good looking guy.
Matt Damon.
Catfish them.
I mean, could an easy workaround of that be, you know, if there are different people on your team playing the Inframan character, they just start the video with, hey, I'm John Smith. And like, so like each person would just like say their name instead of having it written out.
Trying to think how that would play out, but I mean, just think about a superhero, right? If everybody knows you're the superhero,
your loved ones are in danger.
Yeah, like you gotta.
I mean that is the joke that it's making.
I get it.
Right.
I really like the animation.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd want my name to be blasted out all everywhere.
Yeah.
Because this company, I'm sorry, Andrea, but this company is not about me. It's about like our team. You know what I mean? Like we can solve your infrastructure needs like one bite at a time, but know that it's definitely not me. I'm not doing it. I had a vision. We've got a team of, you know, there's 11 of us that are really believe in this, and they, you know, I've got 30 or 35 different distribution channels across the globe that I could fulfill and drop ship. Like we just fulfilled 6,500 headsets for a school district.
Wow.
Because CDW didn't have them in stock.
Wow.
And they don't use one of the distribution, and they had them available. And like in a week's time, they're going to land there on Tuesday. Like this just happened this past week.
That's amazing.
So it's like,
that's awesome.
It's really cool. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'll tell you a little secret, but don't tell nobody. It wasn't me.
We'll put that on the blooper reel.
It was our team, you know? So that's what I mean. If I create these videos, first of all, I would be paying somebody to do the videos. I don't think I could. I'm not smart enough to be like, here's how you install memory into a computer, Inframan, but I don't know how to do that. So like I'd be watching YouTube to figure it out. You know what I mean?
We were thinking they would be videos that were capitalizing more on your charisma and your personality, really. Like that you are the personality. Mm-hmm. So where you said if you don't know how to install memory, either A, that wouldn't be a video that you make, or B, you would have somebody there. So you'd be like, hey, buddy, show me how to do this. You know? You know, there's nothing, and that's why I said earlier, of like, there's nothing stopping you from doing an interview with somebody or
Sure.
Talking to, having a conversation with one of your employees, and maybe they tell you how they solved a customer's problem. Doing an interview if you had a customer who was willing to, doing a quick interview with them about why they like working with Infra. So it wouldn't necessarily be a commercial. It would really just be to get you out there and say, like, as a way to say, like, this is who we are, this is what we do.
Yeah, I think it's more of a brand play than like education. You just like taking ownership of what everyone else is doing. It could even be like something funny, like, how many headsets did you just sell?
6,500.
6,500. It could be like the phone rings and be like, we need 6,500 headsets now, and then like Inframan pops in and be like, we're on it. It could just be like something like very Eagle Man-esque. Yeah. Remember the like,
oh my god, it's like my favorite commercial ever.
Right? So like it could just be like kind of
like
just getting your brand out there as much as you can in like a fun, digestible way for people, to like.
Because you like to use social media, we wanted to encourage that habit, but most social media outlets aren't ideal for the B2C relationship that you're looking for, right? Like, most social media is broad. So the idea for this is that it would appeal in a broad way, even if those aren't the people who are going to be your customers.
As long as it doesn't come into my email box.
Right.
I can see now that that's the concern. And I do love your solution of creating Inframan alias. I think that's a great, fun idea. I
actually really like this. Just like I said, just with the exception of my name on here.
Yeah.
That would be, just to keep, the context of, let's say, I don't know why I'm comparing myself to Mark Cuban, which is borderline
Mark
ridiculous,
Cuban,
but
Batman.
You're not dealing with Mark Cuban when you're in one of his endeavors, right? You're dealing with his staff. But the idea of Inframan is like, my mind is blown. I really like this a lot.
Good, thank you. And we can definitely make some tweaks, or maybe rethink it a little bit and make it fit maybe a little more into what you're thinking.
Yeah, and like it doesn't have to be this like high production. Like, what we were kind of thinking is like you literally doing like a selfie video and like, just filming yourself. And then I know I use an app where I just upload my video into this app, and I'm able to like cut and slice little pieces that I want in or want out. I can make it slow-mo. It's like very user friendly. If you pay the like $3 a month, you can use royalty-free music, and there's just like a lot that you can do without having to know an actual like editing software.
Yeah.
Sure. So interesting.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to send you the information about that app after this as well, when we send you
play this graphic again.
The files.
Oh, I gotcha.
Play it again.
I can do that. From the top. Are y'all ready? Here we go.
We're ready. I mean, he looks just like it.
He's much better. He's much better looking. Yeah, I really like this. This is really neat.
I think he skipped leg day.
No, okay.
He flies.
Reminds me of myself.
Alrighty,
cool.
and that's what we got.
Yeah, so those were just two pieces that we thought could help you, again, with the scalability of your creative efforts. So the first thing we had were those templates. Those will maintain your branding. They're highly functional for anyone to step in and create whatever you need. It doesn't have to be a paid creative to do that. And then as far as that animation goes, you do like it, and you probably could use it just as the animation, but you could also use it within a YouTube channel. Like I said, Kelly is going to get you that information about the editing app, so it should be easy to do. We've always been thinking for this that it would be very lo-fi, that it would be very ego man, that it would be fun, and it would be your personality, and you can bring in whoever you want to talk to. It's your gig, but it does put a face on the brand. So again, you can use that animation just as it is, as a quick little animation on social media, but you can also use it in bigger endeavors in terms of creating that relationship with you. I know that you keep bringing up Mark Cuban. I'm not going to push back on you. We are going to, play around with that animation, but I would say that everybody does know Mark Cuban though. And even though everybody knows Mark Cuban, nobody expects that they're going to be working directly with Mark Cuban. So we understand the pushback, and we will play around with it. Like I said, creatives never want to solve a problem on the phone. We're going to take it back and think about it, about the best solution to the problem. But also, even if you just view it as a title card, it's not a terrible idea to have something that would show this is who I am. But I'm going to assume that Kelly's app would allow you to put your name.
Yes. Yeah. You're able to do, it's like so much in this.
So however we solve that, taking your name out, what do we put there and how do we handle that? When you're editing a video, if you were to do a 5 or 10 minute video, let's say it was an interview with you and an interview with somebody on your team, you would still have your little name tag so people know who you are. Mm-hmm. So that's the solution to removing your name from it altogether. Mm-hmm. So this was really fun to come up with little ways to support what you're doing and have a little bit of fun with it.
I can't believe how, that animation is like, it's super, like, I'll say it's kind of cliche, but it's super creative. Like I never would have thought something so simple would be like so impactful. So the way my mind works is like I want to get this in front of 100,000 people. Nice. And if I say, okay, my name's on there, like I don't want them reaching out to me or finding me and requesting me. I would like almost like spin this off in like a superhero-esque, where it's kind of like I mentioned, like Batman. Okay, nobody knew who Batman was, but when they seen him, they knew they were in good shape. So it's like you could do a lot of things, but like that's where I'm like, wow, like my head is like it's like flooded with all this ideas. But like I really think this is like a really awesome start.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we're excited that you like it.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm stoked to get it out there, and like want.
Yeah, definitely. So excellent. Great. We're glad that you're happy. We will get, we'll work together on that animation update. Is it cool if we get everything to you all at once packaged, or do you want those templates ahead of time?
No.
You're ready, right?
One submittal is fine. Yeah, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. It rolls well.
Okay. All right. Then we should get that stuff to you shortly. Thank you so much for doing this with us, Chris.
No, every time you have a question, I want to jump on this podcast and just start yakking away. No, I really enjoy this time. Honestly, as soon as you're like, we're on for tonight, and I'm like, yes. Yes, we are.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was fun. And I do want to real quick give Chris some credit. This podcast was gonna happen, but it wasn't gonna happen the way it was without Chris's input. So as much as Kelly and Kristen and I are, professional creatives every day for whatever money we can get, Chris really helped us turn this corner on the podcast and do something a little bit more meaningful than just complain about work all the time.
That's always a good thing too, but I honestly, like when you told me about what you guys were doing and trying to do and going to do, like I told you, we're going to revisit here about 10 minutes ago. My wheels started churning, and I was like, holy cow, what a great idea. to be able to help other people out and do stuff. I mean, you could literally take this and have a waiting list of people in small business or non-for-profit where there's budget constraints. I mean, you could literally, take 2 episodes for all these businesses and you're going to have 5 or 8 or 20 seasons of this, and you guys could jack around and be yourselves and make people laugh and have a good time. And I think you're onto something. So, I mean, I believe in it. And that's why, obviously, I was like, please sign me up.
Oh, that's so sweet. Gosh. Thank you so much.
That's so nice. It was so great to work with you. And you were our first guest. Thank you so much. That's a milestone.
Yeah.
Everybody else is probably intimidated.
Right.
No
what are
way.
they going to do?
You guys, but honestly, like I'm not just blowing smoke up your tailpipes, right? Like, this is awesome. Like, I really think that you guys are onto something really cool. And because you listen to podcasts, I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
And it's all the same stuff. Oh, what's going on in the world? Oh, politics. Oh. And you get a little numb to some of this stuff. But like when you're actually there's you have constraints, and then you say, here's a modern solution for a modern problem, and it goes a long way. And it really resonates. And it did for me. Like, I see the templates, I'm like, man, what a great idea. Like, this is something so, I'll call it simplistic, but I mean, it's very effective. And it was like, it takes someone like you guys who do this every day. Like, I'm not a marketing major. I'm making this shit up as I go half the time.
Totally.
And even like that animation, like I never would have thought like to see that. And I'm like, I know what I'm doing with this animation and the Infra Man, like you said. And then I'm like, what happens if everybody's reaching out to me? Like, now I just got like super intimidated.
Too famous. You're just too famous.
But like, it's crazy. So but I'm saying is good job, guys. Like, it was really cool to work with you. And I hope we could do it again, honestly.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be fun on our 10-year anniversary podcast. Just kidding.
And I'm wearing a suit, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, right. It like, all starts with an animation.
Talk to my assistant, Mark Cuban.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, hang on a second. Hey, Mark.
I'm excited.
He comes into frame, and you guys are like, what?
Whoa, what a twist.
That's Infra Man.
It always was.
Whoa.
This is awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll get you that stuff. We look forward to the obviously impending huge success of Infra. Congratulations, of course, on everything you've done so far. And we look forward to seeing everything that comes.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys having me and all your hard work. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Wow. Can you believe it?
That was amazing.
Kristen, you killed it with the animation. He loved it.
It was
Thank
fun.
you, guys. Kelly, your templates. Mwah, gorgeous, beautiful, stunning.
Wow.
Loved it so much.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Terrible.
Andrea with the presentation.
I hate this part of the episode.
All right, so we're just gonna put on Andrea's screen like the
sad emoji.
I was thinking that that messed up screen thing you had. Like, we
technical difficulties.
We can't hear you, Andrea. What's going on?
What? You love it? You keep talking about the great things we did and you did nothing?
Oh,
no,
God, no. That's crazy.
By the way, you thought it was me. Specifically my idea. Sorry, I'm taking it.
I took it. Listen, you got us from point A to point Z.
No, we did a great job. I'm really proud of the work we did. And I do feel like it was somewhat collaborative, no?
I think so.
No, it was fun. And it should always be fun. Like,
definitely. We
get paid to do work all day. I don't want to not get paid to do work all night.
Right.
You know?
Is that our new tagline?
Great slogan.
Yeah. If I'm not getting paid, it better be fun.
No, I'm just like so happy that he liked everything and he was so stoked and
So nice and
and
so
he was
supportive.
thinking like how he's going to be using these things in the future, which
Yeah, you
know,
could
was
see
great.
the neurons firing off. He was like, "Let's do it."
Yeah, I also liked that he was sort of like about when he wanted to say like simple things, but like that's the point.
Mhm.
You know, like we wanted to give him simple things. We didn't come up with a blockbuster TV spot. Like, you know, you don't need that. And you're a small business and you should be true to your small bit. You know, you should be true to what you are and what you do. And I think we gave him the tools to support that. And it's funny how if it's your business, maybe you don't think about that. But we do.
Yeah.
We're big creative.
We're big creative.
And that's what we do.
We'll give you something simple.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm glad Chris liked it. I hope you, the listener and watcher, liked it.
Hopefully we're watching this one.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Are we the worst podcasters?
If you made it all the way to the end of this podcast, please stop right now and go to our YouTube channel.
Finish it and then go to our YouTube channel. We
Remember
want the play
to like and leave a review.
Only a good review.
Click the bell.
Then go to YouTube and like it again.
Yeah. We could use your support. I don't know why. We're not doing anything with it.
But we love it. But yeah, thanks everyone for listening. This was episode 9.
It was.
Next week, closing out season 1 with episode 10.
Are you ready for it?
Season finale, y'all. Buckle up.
Well, bye.
See you later.